song we're looking at is by Eminem. My Name Is. And now here are the supposed lyrics when you play it backwards. Alright, and one more time. You know, I'm just not buying it. The first part does actually sound like he says, "It is Slim." But the rest of it, it doesn't sound like he's saying it's Eminem. It sounds more like someone who can't pronounce cinnamon. 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 Alright, and we'll give this one the vocal test too. Hi, my name is. And reverse. You're getting the drill. Cinnamon. Yeah. Cinnamon. Yeah. And since it sounds more like cinnamon than it does it's Eminem, this one's bogus too. Don't believe it.
อะไรอ่ะ
จำชื่อตัวเองไม่ได้มันไม่พูดต่อ
ไม่ได้
The
จำ
next
ไม่
song
ได้
we're looking at is by Missy
มัน
Elliott.
หาชื่อตัวเอง
Work it.
มันจะเบรก
Look at the ID.
She doesn't say that at all. That's just complete gibberish. In fact, I'm going to try singing that line, and we'll see what we get. T as rever dana T pilf nawad gnet yim tup I.
After you found your song.
Like, what is that supposed to mean? So now let's reverse that. And in theory, I should be saying I put my thing down, flip it, and reverse it. Yeah, what language is that supposed to be? So in the case of this song, there is no actual subliminal messaging. What they did was they took the previous line, I put my thing down, flip it, and reverse it, and they reversed that line and put it in the song. See, because when you reverse the song, you get this. So while we can all agree that there's no subliminal messages in this song, the lyrics are totally off. I put my thing down, flip it, and reverse it. God, what a bad song. Oh, God. Alright, so now the fun is over. Now we're gonna get into the creepy subliminal messages. Now we're looking at a song called I'm So Tired from the Beatles. Now at the very end of this song, John Lennon spoke some gibberish, which you can hear in the recording. And legend has it, if you play that gibberish backwards, you get this. Creepy, right? And now conspiracy theorists said this was proof that Paul McCartney was dead. However, I'm not quite buying it. Because if they didn't show you the subtitles along with the clip, you'd never know what he was saying. It sounds like just gibberish. I mean, your guess is as good as mine as to what he's saying there. Or maybe there's just no backwards subliminal messaging at all. And now this wasn't the only Beatles song with supposed subliminal messaging. There's also a song by the Beatles called Revolution 9, where a voice continually says the phrase, number 9.
Go up to the original.
Number 9? I mean, that's creepy in its normal state. And now apparently if you took that and played it backwards, you end up with this.
Make sure you're on app data. Go to local.
And apparently this was also proof of Paul McCartney's apparent death. Ah, but who's buying it? We all know Paul McCartney is alive and well. And besides, it doesn't even sound like it's saying turn me on, dead man. It sounds like it's saying turn me on, Deadman. Who's Deadman? Turn me on, Deadman. Turn me on, Deadman. I know who Deadman is, but turn me on. And even if the Beatles did want to put subliminal messaging saying Paul McCartney was dead, why would they put turn me on, Deadman? That's just weird. You know, I want to record this myself just to test it out. Number 9. Number 9. Number 9. Number 9. Reverse. Yeah, number 1. Yeah, number 1. Yeah, number 1. Yeah, number 1. See, when I said it, it didn't even sound like it said turn me on, Deadman. It sounds more like I'm saying, yeah, Newman. Yeah, Newman. Yeah, Newman. Yeah, Newman. So I rest my case. Well, my friends, that's about all the time I have for today, but it was super fun debunking a couple of these subliminal message songs with you. Now look, I don't know the truth. Maybe there are subliminal messages in these songs, but I would be so much more willing to believe them if you didn't need subtitles to understand what the subliminal messages were. Because otherwise, they're just complete gibberish, realistically. Stay tuned for my next video, because we're going to look at some more songs with supposed subliminal messaging, but this time, they're songs with supposed satanic messages. So don't forget to click here on my face to subscribe to my channel. That way you'll get a notification when I release my... Hey, I'm Stevie T, and today we're going to be looking at some popular songs that are accused of having subliminal messages in them when you play them backwards. And I've already done a couple videos like this, but I had so much fun testing songs out that I just had to do another one. So why don't we start with some 1998 era Britney Spears. Back then she was so young, so innocent, or so not, because she has been accused of having some promiscuous subliminal messages in her song Hit Me Baby One More Time. And apparently if you play that part backwards, you get this subliminal message. Okay, one more time. Britney Spears, you ought to be ashamed of yourself. Sleep with me, I'm not too young. Sleep with me, I'm not too young. That's disgusting. Then again, the song is called Hit Me Baby One More Time. I mean, what is that supposed to mean? But let's do the vocal test, and we will definitively find out if she did it on purpose. Because what I'm going to do here, I'm going to record myself saying these words nice and clearly without any music, and then we're going to play that backwards and see what it sounds like. Let me show you. Sleep with me, I'm not too young. So now, I'm going to reverse this clip. And now when I play this clip backwards, we should get the original lyrics. And if we don't clearly get those lyrics, then we can safely assume that Britney Spears did not intentionally say this message. So let's hear it. I don't know what language that is, but it's definitely Asian. The only part I heard there was lose my mind. But other than that, this is complete gibberish. So did Britney Spears intentionally hide promiscuous subliminal messages in her song? Alright, so next up we have the Jonas Brothers. And you know, there's something not quite right about these little bros. Oh, that's right, they're secretly satanic. Or so they're being accused of in their song Kids of the Future. And they say if you play that part backwards, you get this satanic subliminal message. Jonas Brothers! That's freaking creepy! I don't know, there might be some truth to this one. Let's give this one the vocal test. I forgot to mute that. I speak for Satan. Satan. Reverse and review. This is her memes, yeah. This is her memes, yeah. It sounds like I'm saying discus or discus. This is discus. That doesn't say out the future at all. So did the Jonas Brothers intentionally hide satanic messages in their song? Nuh-uh. Maybe some subliminal messages about discus, but that's about it. And by Joe, I mean flavored water. Good stuff, good stuff. So next up, we have the king of pop, Michael Jackson. Some people say that in his song Beat It, apparently Michael Jackson has something against Superman. And now if you play this clip backwards, we apparently get some choice words about a certain superhero. Michael Jackson? What do you have against Superman? And he sounds pretty angry about that too. Superman is a dick. So let's give it the vocal test and see if in fact Michael Jackson does think Superman's a dick. Superman is a dick. Okay, let's reverse this and see if it sounds like I'm saying it doesn't matter who's wrong or right. It doesn't matter who's. That actually sounded kind of good up until the end where it just kind of drops off. It doesn't matter who's. It doesn't matter who's. Like, where's the end? It doesn't matter who's. Okay, well, it actually kind of sounds more like he's saying, it doesn't mama moose. Never push, mama moose. Never push, mama moose. Interesting how this one doesn't sound too far off, though. So maybe it is in fact plausible that Michael Jackson thought Superman is a dick and put that subliminal message in his song. Don't think we're done with the king of pop just yet. No siree, because he's also been accused of having satanic subliminal messages in the same song, with this line right here. Now they say if you play that backwards, you get this satanic message. I gotta hear that one again. That's all I heard. That doesn't sound right at all. I'm super skeptical about this one, but let's give it the vocal test just for the fun of it. I believe it was Satan in me. Reverse. Let's see if we get the original lyric. No, no freaking way. Come on. Michael Jackson with satanic messages.
I'm not satanic. You're being ignorant. You're being ignorant. You're being.
Now, next up we have, I promised myself I would never reference him by name in a video, but we got Justin Bieber, the Beebsy Weebsy. But apparently young Bieber is more like Beelzebieber, because in his song Baby, he's accused of having super satanic backwards messages in these lyrics right here. And if you play that part backwards, you get this satanic message, apparently. Yeah, war, let me in. How is this a subliminal message? I guess we'll give it the vocal test just to see if there's any truth to this. Yeah, neighbor one, war, let me in, let me in, let me in. Yeah, war, let me in, let me in, let me in. Do you think we get the original lyrics when we reverse it? Let's find out. Neighbor, 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 low, no worry night. What? No worry night. Okay, well, it doesn't sound like Baby at all. It sounds more like Baby, 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 much as we wanted this to be true, J Beebs does not have satanic subliminal messages. I hope you guys had as much fun as I had. I love testing these out and seeing what wacky things come out of it. Now I gotta ask you, what do you think about these subliminal messages? I think we could pretty much safely say that none of these were intentional subliminal messages. I mean, it's probably way more likely that someone just has way too much time on their hands and they're just hearing things and putting meanings to things that don't have any meaning. But do you think there's any truth to any of these subliminal messages? Comment it below and let me know. And if there's another song that has subliminal messaging, also let me know, because I would love to do another one of these. It's just so fun. And if you're not subscribed to me yet, please do click subscribe and make sure the notification bell ding, 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 is turned on as well. And in the meantime, check out one of my other subliminal message videos. I think you'll find those a lot of fun as well. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys later. Hey! Stevie T again, and I've got some more hidden meanings for you guys in backwards songs. And some of them are so ridiculous I can't even believe there are people out there that actually believe these were intentional. So why don't we jump right into it? First up, we've got Miley Cyrus. You know, Miley Cyrus used to be such an innocent little Disney star, but now she's being accused of having some sexually explicit hidden meanings in a song that is already kind of sexually explicit. In her song, Wrecking Ball. You came in, then you wrecked my balls. So the part of the song under question is this part right here.
We clawed, we chained our hearts in vain.
Now, apparently if you play that backwards, you get this.
This girl, honey, she wants you.
This girl, honey, she love you. Does she love me long time?
This girl, honey, she wants you.
Alright, this girl, honey, Miley Cyrus, we already knew that. You didn't have to subliminally hide it in your song. Now, there's only one way to know for sure if this subliminal message was hidden intentionally. So we're going to give this the vocal test. I'll show you how this works. Record. This girl, honey, she love you. Alright, now I'm going to take this audio clip and reverse it. I'll put my thing down, flip it, and reverse it. Now, when I play this clip back, it should sound like the original lyrics. And if it doesn't, then we can't assume that Miley Cyrus hid this message in there intentionally. Sounds more like it's saying, we gladly chained our hearts, eh?
We gladly chained our hearts, eh?
Yeah, I gotta say, that doesn't sound like the original at all. No, it doesn't. So did Miley Cyrus intentionally try to taint our minds? Yeah, a little bit. Only when you play the song forwards, though. This backwards hidden message is absolute BS.
This girl, honey, she wants you.
Now, if you think TV theme songs have gone off scot-free, well, you can think again. Because this time, we've got good old Popeye the Sailor Man being accused of having the mouth of a sailor. So here it is forwards.
I'm Popeye the Sailor Man. Popeye the Sailor Man.
We got the picture, but if you play that backwards, you get this.
Yes, and yes, love. Yes, and yes, love now.
Popeye, you dirty old man. Okay, well, first of all, it doesn't sound like he's saying the F word. I don't like to swear in my videos. It sounds more like he's saying fa.
Yes, and yes, love.
Oh, yes, give me a fa. Okay, listen, I know we don't like to think that Popeye would intentionally do this, but let's face it. The guy's unpredictable, okay? He's got substance abuse problems, possible anger issues, so we can't put it past him. So why don't we do the vocal test to help prove his innocence? Yes, give me a fa. Oh, yes, give me a fa now. Reverse and review. One, a favorite say, a favorite say. I'm a favorite say. And one more say. And a favorite say, a favorite say. So apparently we're not even going to say sailor anymore? I'm Popeye Boy. So I guess Popeye is in the clear. No, he did not intentionally leave swear words in his theme song. Now the next one is so hilarious that there's no possible way it was hidden intentionally. It's The Police with Roxanne. Roxanne! Then in the one part of the song, he says, "Sell your body to the night. Sell your body to the night." And if you play that backwards, you get this hilarious subliminal message. Not quite sure what that's supposed to mean, Sting. Though I do have to admit, Sting does have a really tight... Well, we'll play it again. Oh, you're leaving? Oh, why don't you stay and loosen up my ass? I really hope this one has some truth to it. Let's give it the vocal test. Stay and loosen up my ass. All right, let's see. All right then. The first part of that actually sounded pretty close to the original. Apparently we went from sell your body to the night to sell your body to my ass. Oh, hey man, I heard you were looking to sell your body. Why don't you sell it to my ass? Wow. Although because it doesn't sound exactly like the original, unfortunately we can't assume that it was intentional. Roxanne, you don't have to turn on the radio. Now, the Beatles have had their share of subliminal message accusations, but this time it's Sir Paul McCartney who's on trial. Paul McCartney and Wings with their song, Band on the Run. Band's on the run. So the part of the song that is accused is this part right here. Touching everyone, all the band on the run. Band on the run. And if you play that backwards, you get this marijuana-y subliminal message. Yeah, with all that marijuana, you would be banished from the law, I would think. Okay, I gotta hear that again. So right off the bat, I'm skeptical because it doesn't sound like he's saying marijuana. It sounds more like he's saying marijuana. Huge difference. So we went from marijuana to marijuana. But let's give it the vocal test to find out for sure. Marijuana. Marijuana. The law will banish us. Reverse review. You're getting the picture. So apparently Band on the Run is now Hanoram. What the heck is a Hanoveram? first part was pretty good, actually. Searching everyone. And then it just gives up, and it's like, whoa. Searching everyone. Like went all stroke there. Whoa. Hanover Ram. That doesn't sound like Band on the Run at all. So, I'm thinking this subliminal message was not intentional. Now, let me take you back to 1992 when Barney the dinosaur was fresh on the scene and Stevie Wee was an absolute Barney junkie. I love that shit. Little did I know that Barney was feeding us subliminal messages in his backwards theme song. No wonder I ended up like this. So it is this part of the theme song right here. Ready for a nostalgia trip? Okay, we all know the theme song, but if you play it backwards, you get this. Whoa! Barney! Hi, kids! Today we're gonna talk about Satan. Barney's so gentle, we sleep with him, we're making out with him. Barney! We have to clear Barney's name. Let's give this the vocal test. See if my childhood hero was really a Satanist. Barney is so gentle, we sleep with him, we're making out with him. We do revenge and suffer while he's mocking us. Can't believe we got that stupid smell, why is he here? Man, we've got to buy some slippers and some sushi, no. And then we back and slay a Christian while you look so fat. That was a mouthful. Okay, so let's reverse and see what we got. Life was jag Richard Fayens, det här blir ren. Och ni tjusnas näsor med småsalpers tag blir ren. Hurry, easy, I'm slippers that I give wheel of me. Tongue, I'm the hour, plus never is he went. They were going, and my way, their busy was nice to see. I don't know what language that was in, but that was not the original lyrics, not even close. Barney can be your friend too if you just join with Satan. Alright, well, it's been fun, it's been hilarious if I'm going to be perfectly honest. Testing out songs like this is like my new favorite hobby. And if you know of any songs that have hidden meanings that we should test together, comment it in the comments section. And please subscribe and hit the notification bell. Ding, 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 ding. Snub your receiver. Yeah, yes, there I go. Hey, I am Stevie T. Thank you for joining me today. So in my last video, we took a look at some songs that many people believed have subliminal messages when you play the songs backwards. And we had a lot of fun testing them out to see if they were true or not. It was just a fun video. Well, guess what? The fun is over. Now we're gonna get to the downright evil stuff. Today, we're gonna take a look at some songs that have been accused of having satanic messages in them when you play them backwards, otherwise called backmasking. And then we're gonna test out these songs to see if they Oh my gosh. The lights do it to me. The lights do it to me. So as I was saying, we're going to take a look at some of these satanic songs, and then we're going to put them to the test to see if the accusations are true. So let me just open up my laptopage, and we'll get right down to business. The first song we're going to look at is by a little-known band called The Eagles, with their song, Hotel California. Welcome to the Hotel California. Such a lovely place, such a lovely place, such an ugly face. Now at the end of the second verse, leading into the chorus, we have the line, in the middle of the night, just to hear them say. say when you play that line backwards, you get this satanic message. Evil. Like, how are you supposed to get anything out of that? Alright, I think we have to give this one the vocal test without music. I got good old Mikey the microphone here, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna record the supposed satanic vocals, and then I'm going to reverse that. And when we listen to it, it should sound like the original lyrics again. And if it doesn't, we can safely conclude that this song does not have satanic messages. So let's test it out. Yeah, Satan hears this. He had me believe in him. Reverse. And review. What? That doesn't sound anything like In the Middle of the Night Just to Hear Them Say. That was like some foreign language or something. So I'm burying the hatchet on this one too. The Eagles laying down satanic messages? I'm not buying it. Now, even an innocent rock band like Styx is being accused of having satanic messages. Wait, let me... You mean to tell me that the band that sings, "Come sail away, come sail away, come sail away with me," has satanic messages in their songs? Come on. Guys. But that's what they're accused of in their song, Snowblind. And in this song, they sing the line, "Try so hard to make it so." And when you play that backwards, you apparently get this satanic message. You know what? This one doesn't sound too far off, though I'm still skeptical. Because to me, it sounds more like he said, "Satan move through our voiceage." Like, what is a voiceage? It's definitely French. So let's give this one the vocal test and see what we get. Satan move through our voiceage. Okay, so now we'll reverse that and see what we got. Okay, one more time. So much for try so hard. Alright, and since this one sounds totally incoherent in our vocal test, we have to conclude that this one is also BS. Now, there's something I want to record just to hear it backwards. I've always wanted to know what this sounds like backwards. And reverse. I just had to test that out. I apologize. And the next song is by Soundgarden, which, rest in peace, Chris Cornell, you're a legend. And you're especially a legend for coming up with this song called 665. Like, obviously they're making a mockery of all this satanic subliminal messages by calling their song 665 instead of 666. So in their song 665, there's a lot of obvious backwards vocals. It sounds just like mumbling. But now when you play that backwards, you get some hilarious, intentional subliminal messaging. I love you, Santa baby! Soundgarden doesn't have satanic messages in their song. They have santanic messages in their songs. You know, I want to do a little experiment. You know when you play vocals backwards, they have this distinctive sound to them. They sound like something like that. What if I recorded that and played it backwards? Would it sound like I was speaking normal English? Let's try it out. Alright, so let's reverse that, and we'll see if we get any coherent language here. Okay, apparently not, but it was worth a try. I was hopeful. Now, there's a black metal band called Behemoth. Now, apparently, when you play Behemoth music forwards, you get satanic messages. Oh, wait a minute. Behemoth is a black metal band. Obviously, they're gonna have satanic messages. And the last song we're gonna be looking at is the most well-known subliminal message song in history. Stairway to Heaven by Led Zeppelin. Now, legend has it, if you play this verse backwards, you get these satanic messages. And again, a lot of that is incoherent, especially that last part. There was a little tool shed. I didn't hear that at all. I heard there was a little tushy, he made a supper sassy. See, what if my interpretation is the correct one? No one will ever know. But hey, we'll give this one the benefit of the doubt and give this one the vocal test as well. Oh, here's my sweet Satan, the one whose little path would make me sad, whose power is Satan. He'll give those with him 666. There was a little tool shed where he made us suffer, sad Satan. So there we go. Now we'll just reverse that. So let's play it and see what we got. Yes, that's our study and beer and flesh, so close away. It's my What? Yes, there are to I see him no fly, what is no one? Yes, there's time to say no. Oh, come on. Well, wouldn't you know it? Once again, that sounds nothing like the original verse. So to all those people who think Led Zeppelin has satanic messages in their music, you guys are smoking a little too much marijuana. Because I think we've proven today that whatever someone may hear in backwards lyrics, it's purely coincidental. It's all up to everyone's individual interpretation. But what do you think? I'd love to hear your opinion. Do you think there's any truth to these subliminal messages? Or do you think these people just need to find new hobbies? So comment below and let me know what you think. So as always, thanks so much for joining me. I love you guys. Please click here to subscribe for a lot more content, and I will be happy to bring it to you. Hey, I'm Stevie T, and today we're going to be looking at some popular songs that are accused of having subliminal messages in them when you play them backwards. And I've already done a couple videos like this, but I had so much fun testing songs out that I just had to do another one. So why don't we start with some 1998 era Britney Spears. Back then she was so young, so innocent, or so we...
Top of the world to you laddies, my name is Jacksepticeye and welcome back to No Limits 2 with the Oculus Rift. If you didn't see the last one, this is a roller coaster simulator game where I'm going to be playing roller coasters made by people at home. People have actually just sat down and made these and put them up on Steam, so I downloaded them and I get to play them. And this one's called Airborne. It looks cool. Also, remember I said that I was like feeling really sick when I play with this? Oh god. First off, it's because the guy moves like fucking Superman. But another reason is that when you record, like the Oculus Rift is supposed to be going at 75 hertz or 75 frames per second. and when you record, it goes to 60. So I have it like locked to 60 when I'm recording. So when you're moving around, it's like you're seeing like judders. Every now and then it's not that smooth, so that can make you sick really fast. Okay, let's get into Airborne. Should I be in? I want to be in that one. This one isn't moving. I like that there's no cues though. I'm on a roller coaster, you guys aren't. Okay, have fun. Don't get sick. Especially not in the track. If I see it, I'm gonna get sick. Okay, so we're going upside down then. Good to know. Can we go?
You got
Move.
that.
Onward. On Dancer, on Prancer, on Vomit and Vixen.
Young.
This is just sitting in Roller Coaster Simulator.
Young.
Oh, we're moving. Yes. Take me away. Look at that lovely water. Can I touch it? Sprinkle my hands with it? Oh, yes. Okay. No, don't do all of this. That'll make you sick really quickly. Upside downy. I want to touch the grass. Oh, God. What did I see that till now? Please don't take off. Okay, we're going slowly. I thought that was just going to suddenly take off like that other one that happened. Oh, God. Oh, Mama. Oh, my Lord. Why are all these roller coasters out in the middle of nowhere? Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. Oh, God, we go back in. Yes. Loopy loop. I love you, buddy. Whenever a popular piece of media comes out and has one or two things unanswered, the favorite thing that fans love to do is come up with a pointless timeline to give our favorite pieces of fiction some meaning clarity. It sometimes almost feels like a way for fans to prove that their favorite franchise is better just because of how all the pieces come together in an orderly fashion and it's all part of a master plan, when at times it's completely unnecessary. Nintendo fans are no strangers to this, since we come up with crazy theories of how our favorite games all fall down in a convenient time frame. But would you be surprised to know that out of all of Nintendo's story-heavy franchises, Metroid is the one to have the most coherent timeline of them all? While there isn't an official timeline up to this point, most of the events that happen within the games are streamlined enough for it to be put into a simple, basic timeline. In fact, the beauty is that there are four major moments that separate the timeline into smaller sections, these corresponding to the type of mission Samus finds herself in each corresponding game. I guess the best place to start is with the origins of Samus, as seen in the Metroid mangas released back in 2004. These two volumes showed a lot of Samus's backstory, from the moments of young Samus living in K2L, her traumatic encounter with Ridley, being trained by the Choso, to a little bit of her days working with the Galactic Federation under Adam Malkovich's command. While I personally don't consider this as a major point in the timeline, since we don't really see these events taking place within the main games, they do clear up some connections to the protagonist's past. And I do encourage anyone interested to give it a read after the video. You can easily find the English translation over in the Metroid database. And now for the actual game stories. This is gonna take a while, so bear with me. Here we go! Her journey starts with the first Metroid game, where Samus is sent to planet Semus to confront the space pirates and their leader, Mother Brain. After they threaten to take over the galaxy with the power of the seemingly invincible parasites capable of sucking the life force out of their prey, known as the Metroids. After defeating the pirates and destroying Mother Brain, the Federation gets the also great idea of exterminating all of the Metroids on their home planet of SR-388, so that the events on Semus may never be repeated. Because that will totally not set the ecosystem out of balance. Right?
The use of bombs has been authorized.
Anyways, Samus says sure, no problem, until one little baby hatches from an egg and somehow confuses this for its mother, and Samus decides to keep it. Maybe reasons I might touch on later. She takes the baby and leaves it in the hands of the Federation, because that seemed like a great idea at the time, to which Ridley completely agreed and decided to take the Metroid for himself instead. Samus chases Ridley, which takes us back to planet Semus again. We kill them again. The baby turns out to be missing, and we find an Enturian where we fight some Metroids again. After finding a new Mother Brain, who turns out to have been working out since the last encounter, promptly showing us the power of her new body by using the also powerful Rainbow Beam to almost defeat Samus, until the now giant baby
Metroid stops her, gives the energy to its mother, and ultimately sacrifices itself to save her. This causes Samus to promptly get mad because Metroid killing business is our business and destroys Mother Brain, somehow causing the planet to explode alongside with her, thus bringing a closure to what I like to call the Metroid threat. But what about the Metroid Prime trilogy, you say? Well, these games take place on separate events I like to call the Phazon Crisis. After tracking down the distress signal from nearby space pirate space station known as the Frigate Orpheon, Samus discovers that the pirates are now playing with a radioactive goo-like thing called Phazon in a nearby planet of Talon 4. Hey, Tanabe, where's Talon 123? Metroid Prime 4 confirmed. Fearing that the pirates may be having a little bit too much fun by doing stupid things, Samus heads over to the planet and destroys their Omega project, where they try to infuse themselves with this highly radioactive substance like it was just a bunch of steroids. You know, space pirates are completely smart and are totally threatening to the galaxy. They then decide to ruin all the fun the pirates could possibly have by going into the meteor and then crash onto this planet, bringing the substance with it to confront the both Meta Boss engaged. No, not him. See, it's making fun of him. It's actually this thing called Metroid Prime. Oh, come on! Jealous of her style, Metroid Prime steals her Phazon suit, and after not being able to handle with its edginess, it explodes, and Samus flies back into space. Until later on, where she's sent to Planet Aether by the Federation, where... Oh, come on, I just made a video about this that goes into more detail about the story. Could you guys go watch that instead? No? Okay. Samus meets a buff guy who tells her that they are about to die because a meteor crashed into the planet, as well as this Phazon and made these very spooky, scary spiders called Egg and Dark Dimension Aether, and you go out to put a stop to it because you're serious.
Let me know what time.
No plans to authorize
So after fighting a giant worm, a giant mosquito, and a giant robot, where's the consistency in this? You head to defeat the Emperor of Hades, which of course you succeed,